This is Tom Bernacki, and I'm here with Tony. This is the running expert. We are talking about the brand new Saucony 17. So I'm going to give it away to Tony, the shoe expert.
Thank you, Tom. So the Saucony Ride 17 is an incredible update. It's setting itself apart from its competition with a couple key updates that have been major for the shoe. Increasing quality but not price. We love Saucony for being able to do that. The midsole upgrade was incredible. They switched things up to Power Run Plus, and the Power Run Plus foam in this shoe is a little bit softer, but it has a really awesome bouncy ride. When your foot strikes the ground, it almost feels like energy being pulled into a rubber band and then snapped forward. Something you usually don't get out of a traditional training shoe that you're getting out of the Saucony Ride 17.
The Power Run Plus is made from a thermoplastic polyurethane, whereas previously the Non Plus was made from an EVA type material. This means it's a little bit more firm, but still soft, and it lasts a little bit longer. This is an impressive technology because you can really have the best of both worlds. These shoes are really getting more durable, more soft, and they last longer. So times are really changing, and some of this technology is really worth it.
The outsole here is also a nice upgrade, increasing a little bit of that outsole. Really great to be able to give you the traction you need and great ground feel.
This is an important chart. It tells you how the bottom of your shoe wears and what's going on with your foot. So if you're walking on the outside of your foot, you have a supinated foot. If it's more underneath the ball of the foot and the bottom outside of the heel, that's a more neutral foot type. If you walk more on the inside, that is severe pronation. I would say over 70% of people are pronators to a various degree. About 10 to 15 are supinators, and hardly any are optimal. The key is how your foot positions: supination, neutral, or overpronation. In this example, this is a neutral foot. Look at how straight his foot is when he runs. This guy will do great because he has a neutral foot, probably won't have as many issues. But take a look at this person. This is overpronation. Look at the bend of the leg compared to the ankle, compared to the flattening of the foot. I can tell you right now, this person will have Achilles tendonitis, plantar fasciitis, and ball of the foot pain. The Saucony Ride 17 is great for neutral or mild supination and mild overpronation. If you really start having contractures through your hamstring, through your calf, or significant issues, potentially go with something slightly stronger than this. If you're not too flat-footed, you will do amazing with the Saucony Ride 17. It's a great everyday shoe. It has more of a semi-curved last. That means the one in the middle here. So it should be pretty easy to fit insoles and orthotics in there if you are more flat-footed or have a high-arched foot. That can definitely help hold your foot straight. So this is a great multi-purpose shoe for almost everybody.
But then what we really love with this shoe is this engineered mesh. Big update by being able to do the perforated sides. That just helps for natural cooling for your foot, being able to make you feel a lot more comfortable in the shoe. The weight is approximately 9.9 ounces, which is a tiny bit heavier than the Saucony Ride 16. One thing about the shoe is that the heel to toe offset didn't change. It's still 8 millimeters from the heel to the ball of the foot, so 35 millimeters and 27 millimeters. It's just a really great balance to be able to balance out this awesome Power Run Plus foam.
The Ride 17 has a pretty decent stack height. That means the thickness and the cushion level. And it has a little bit of a heel drop. So a stack height is the thickness overall across the bottom of the shoe, whereas the heel drop is the difference between the heel to the front of the foot. So you could see in a barefoot shoe like that, it's pretty thin and it doesn't have much of a heel drop, whereas it can get a little bit thicker and less of a minimalist shoe. But then you can also have a 20 millimeter thickness with a 10 millimeter drop off from the heel to the front of the foot. Whereas the Saucony Ride 7 beats those numbers because it drops from 35 to 27. That's a difference of 8 millimeters. That cushion would normally feel pretty sloppy, but the Power Plus Run foam makes it more stable. So here's an example. If you're a 4-foot striker, you would do well with 0 millimeter heel drop. That's more of a barefoot shoe. If you're a midfoot striker, 6 millimeters or so is good. This Saucony shoe has an 8 millimeter drop, so it's about between a midfoot and a heel strike. Personally, I like this level for myself.
The responsiveness of the shoe, a little bit of a firmer cushioning. So that means responsive means when your foot strikes the ground, you feel it. But the Power Run Plus also gives you a little bit of cushion and energy between that impact, which is a really great balance in the responsiveness. This is categorized as a neutral running shoe. So that mid-weight trainer, great for being able to accomplish any goal from a 5K all the way up to a marathon. This shoe is going to be your go-to for that.
If you have bad knees, hips, back, or tight and unequal muscles, you might not want a neutral type shoe. But if you are slightly supinated, if you're optimal, if you're mildly pronated, you should do great. But if you have moderate or severe pronation, that means your foot's flattening out and your knees are turning in, you might want to consider something a little bit stronger.
The Ride 17 with the update compared to the 16 is that improvement to that midsole foam in the Power Run Plus. It is slightly heavier, again, than the Ride 16. This is the pros to the Saucony Ride 17, midsole upgrade. Power Run Plus foam is premium, offering a balance between cushioning and responsiveness. It's really everything a runner wants to have in their daily trainer. It's stable and it's a balanced ride, so giving you a stable field, but for anybody running any pace in any condition, you're gonna feel super comfortable in this shoe.
That Power Run Plus foam is more responsive. That means it bounces back and launches you forward, and it lasts longer. Best of both worlds.
The upper design, the engineered mesh upper is breathable and it's comfortable, and it has the perforated side panels, which is great for circulation. And the shoe is really durable. You can be able to take this shoe to around 500 miles. Thinking about that and all of the places you could go with this shoe is a huge pro. The cons to the shoe is the weight increase. It's a slight weight increase compared to the Ride 16, but for some people it might be slightly noticeable. So get into your stride and your groove and you won't notice it at all. A slightly narrower toe box. So when you think about the market of run specialty footwear, there are a lot of natural fitting footwear brands. The Saucony Ride 17 holds a lot of volume for the foot, but it is definitely more of that performance shoe fit.
So these charts are very popular now, where the toes are always getting squished and then the x-rays taken of your foot squished. These are great mesh shoes. Even though we say they're a little bit narrow, the toe box is mesh. There is room for big toe joints for the fifth toe. But the reality is, for running performance, you don't want a sloppy, loose ball of the foot. So it may visually look like it's compressed more, but it shouldn't cause any issues because of the mesh.
The aesthetics and the design. So, you know, some shoes you could find in the market could be super bright and flashy. Saucony definitely went with more of the calmer, cooler colors within the shoe. So that's something to consider when you're looking at colors. I say fit over fashion. Forget about the colors and just choose the shoe that feels great for your foot. The pricing of the Ride 17 is $140, which is typical within this mid-weight trainer category. So no price increase while having a premium update for this shoe. Comparison to similar shoes, you can easily compare this shoe to the New Balance 880 version 14 or the Brooks Ghost 15. Responsive, mid-weight trainers, shoes that are really going to be able to benefit your performance. Final recommendation, foot type. So the Ride 17 is suitable for runners with neutral foot mechanics, offering a balanced cushioning and responsiveness. This is ideal for runners seeking a daily trainer, ranging from any fitness level, pace level, and distance goals. This shoe can really put you in a great stride, 5K to full marathon. A great underground feel for all runners. This is not ideal for runners who are looking for a really soft shoe or maybe a rocker styled shoe. You're gonna get a slight bit of toe spring out of the front, but this definitely has a responsive feel. It's super energetic, but it's not your high cushioned daily trainer. The Saucony Ride 17 is a solid choice for runners looking for a reliable, versatile daily trainer with a great responsive ride.
And when we talk about all the shoes, make sure to click on our running shoe guide where we have reviews for all of these and categorized by prices and what we recommend. Check that out below.